Alright, guys, I'm back. I forgot to mention on my first impressions video that I got trigger stops for the controller and that it came with the Allen wrench and all that other stuff to adjust the trigger stops. I didn't show it in the first impressions, but I'm just letting you know. It's all there. And this is the uh, this is the EMR little thing that they give you that you're supposed to be able to put right on the back of the controller, like so. Oops, just fucking dropped it. That's great. Uh, just magnetizes on there. Doesn't want to come off, and that's how you hold down one of the paddles that you want to configure a button to. And at that point, then you hold down a button that you want to configure to that paddle that you're holding down at the same time, and that's how you configure stuff by having that piece on the controller. So not that complicated, but just wanted to clarify that. It's been about 2-3 hours, and I've been playing Advanced Warfare. First, before I did anything, because I knew I wouldn't have a good experience, because I never do whenever I get a new product that changes up what I'm used to doing, I went into combat training, didn't go against real people online, and practiced. At first, I was seriously regretting buying this controller. Like, it sounds silly, but I I didn't feel comfortable. I thought my fingers were too long. Thus, the controller was not meant for me. I needed to get longer sticks so that way my thumbs could feel more comfortable. Because right now, I cannot hold the controller like a normal person have, normal people or people have been doing on YouTube recently, where they hold the controller like this. Let's flip it over, and and my fingers. I cannot have my middle fingers. All right, hold on. Let me hold on. I cannot hold it with my fingers like this. It just doesn't feel comfortable to me. Where I have both fingers, fourth finger on the one paddle, middle finger. It just does not feel comfortable. My hands are too long. It feels cramped. I don't feel like I can really. It's just not comfortable. So what I do is I hold it like this instead of like this. I put my finger on this one, and then I just swap between these two. I feel like it's more effective for me, and my hands are just too fucking long. I cannot have all fingers on the paddle at one time. I don't know if that's a design that they made on purpose, where just depending on your hand size, it's the way you're going to be able to hold it, or if that's just the way it is. I don't really know. But I'm happy that I got used to it within the first hour or so. And it's pretty good. I mean, the reason why it's amazing is the fact that most people who have a regular controller do not move, jump around in Advanced Warfare as much as someone with a Scuf controller. That's just facts. Like, you just can't. And it's just because you got to keep moving your hand off the toggle. It feels uncomfortable. It feels unsafe. You feel vulnerable, and you just don't jump as much. On a Scuf controller, you feel completely confident every single time you jump. Because your fingers are always on the place they're supposed to be, which is on the toggles. And I'm proving this point. I have my combat record. Actually, no, I was fooling around with the controller, so it didn't actually show up. But right here, I have my freaking combat record up. And as you can see here, the past 2 hours, my last 5 games. The first game I joined into on multiplayer, I just got into a lobby of people who were just fucking amazing. They have Obsidian Siege and shit, and they were in a clan, and my other team was terrible. But these last couple of games, I know exactly why I did so well, and it was just like any other game I usually play. There it is. It's because just the fact that I'm able to move around so much more, able to jump up in people's faces, able to jump sideways in the air, shoot people at the same exact time. It's just, that's it. It's not going to make you more accurate with a gun. I mean, yes, it'll make sure that you're more accurate than you were before, but you still have to have good aim in Call of Duty. If you're just a casual dude who doesn't play that much, and you get a Scuf controller, you might not get used to it for a week. You might have to actually learn how to aim in the game. But when someone like me, who is used to this thing, and just having to go like this is really my the reason why I struggle sometimes in gunfights when I come across people who just are more jump happy than I am, either because they have a Scuf or they just learn how to use a regular controller better than I am, better than I do, and they just fucking just outplay me and melt me, and I get really fucking mad, and that's kind of the reason why I was wondering, why is it that I always come across a game where just these people are just like bunny hopping everywhere, just deleting me in midair, and I just don't understand. And I'm pretty sure I know why now, because of this freaking piece of magic, this amazing product, and yeah. So if it would focus, that's really it. I mean, the trigger stops are nice. I didn't really. I mean, maybe they do make sure you aim faster because you're not pressing all the way down on the triggers. I've never used the MK14 in this game. I have used burst fire guns. I did feel it was a little bit better with burst fire guns, aiming down sights and point on the trigger and making sure my burst fire is equal to what the actual fire rate of the gun is. But I mean, yeah, trigger stops are cool. But really, the fucking show, what steals the show is the paddles. And for paddles, it's not necessary. But the fact that you can reload while still looking at an enemy, you can reload while, going prone at the same exact time. It's just like little things like that just enhance it just a bit and give you that little bit more advantage. But really, you can stick with 2 pads and you'll be fine. I worried about 2 pads because I figured maybe I see these guys on YouTube who all have 4 pads, and I'm like, okay, well, man, there's obviously something going on there. The reason why they're buying those 4 pads, but it's not really like a necessity. Really, if you get the 2 pads, you're at like 98% of what you can do with control freaks. I mean, Scuf controllers, and you're going to outplay 98% of the people in this game. I mean, I'm fucking surprised. I'm really surprised. I still don't like Advanced Warfare. I still don't like the game. That's for another fucking. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video about that, but I'm just throwing it out there. I don't like Advanced Warfare. Even if I'm good at it, even if I enjoy playing the game, sometimes it's still not a good game to me. But yeah, that is my review of the Scuf One FPS controller. That's really it. I mean, really, just make sure you get used to it. I mean, I could see people not getting used to this for a couple of days and then fucking returning it because they don't feel it feels a piece of shit and it's just a placebo effect and everyone lies on YouTube, but no, it's not. It's true, it works, it's just you gotta get used to it first and just stay strong a little bit, Don't give up on it because you can't get used to it. You might not get used to it because maybe your fucking hands are fucked up or something, I don't know, but for me, my hands are longer and it was just, I couldn't get used to it fast enough, and I almost got like really so mad that I almost thought about returning it, but I started to see the advantages of these paddles after I got used to it, and it started to gradually get better and better and better, and I was like, holy shit, like I would have never been able to pull that off if it wasn't for these paddles. Like, I was pulling off fucking 4-man and 5-man feeds sometimes, twitching around, like I felt like I was in much more control over the situation. It wasn't just based on, okay, let's see what happens when I hold down the trigger and aim in the general direction because I can't keep my hand on the toggle while I'm jumping, that kind of thing. So that's it. It's been 9 minutes. 9 minutes too long, and could have been shorter, but whatever. I hope you enjoyed the first impressions and the review, and whatever, man. If you feel like it's worth it, for that $150+ it takes to get a controller like this, then go ahead, man. But if you don't play that much and you just want to get it just to get it because you feel like it would be more fun, I mean, hey, if you have the money, go ahead. But it definitely made the game more enjoyable. That's all I have to say. So for a small period of time, I don't know if I'm ever going to get used to. I don't know if I'm ever going to actually like Advanced Warfare. But all right, I'm rambling right now. I gotta go. All right, see you guys.